Say what's going on with y'all, man. We're gonna do a little bit of daytime action right quick. This gonna be a little bit different. You dig? It ain't gonna be that long. I just want to just put y'all up on something for those who end up on it. Now I don't know if you those who are aware of the shit that's been going on with the scientists. And then, well, first of all, ain't no such thing as one science, right? So you have different types of science. I mean, different types of things that fall up under the category of science. So the scientists that we talking about is top tier scientists. You dig? UFO dealing with alien. What they call that? Come on, help me out, y'all. Like when you take they technology and redo it. I don't know what's the correct word. So I'm pretty sure somebody will correct me up on it. But y'all know what the word that I'm looking for. So basically, a whole lot of shit that been told to the American people for years that this don't exist, that don't exist, and you know, if you're not up on it or just haven't heard or even, but more important, seen some shit that, you know, that look a little bit strange, then, man, I don't know what planet rock you've been up under. You did? Yeah, let me find out. Yeah, let me find out Ben Biden got a hold of you. Now, for real, though. Now, for real, though, serious, though, serious, though. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this right quick, man. Get a bar of this and see what this about. It's serious, man. Look, man, check this out, people. Look, man, I know some things. Scratch that. I know it's a lot of things, but I understand that some things don't mean the way they seem, right? You know, it may not seem. I mean, it may not mean the way it seemed, right? And I understand that. But man, some things are exactly the fuck the way they seem. So don't psych yourself out. Let's go. Oh, shit.
I don't know, but I just want to make you aware because once again, the powers that be are playing in our faces, and there is absolutely nothing we can do about it. Okay, now let the record show I have my tinfoil poo shiesty mask on today. But I need you all to know that 11 scientists are dead or missing. Okay, not just any type of scientists who are connected to research regarding UFOs, nuclear secrets, and rocket technology. Okay, the situation has gotten so real that the feds are now investigating. I put investigating in air quotes because I don't trust nothing the federal government got going on. I'm not talking about just the Trump administration. I'm talking about everybody that has ever existed who has been connected to the federal government. Would you like to hear more about the FBI's probe into these missing scientists?
Come on.
It's a puzzling situation. It surrounds some of America's top thinkers. The FBI is looking into the disappearances and deaths of nearly a dozen scientists.
Let me say this too. Also, I know they speaking up on the American scientists, but for the record though, it's not just America. I know for a fact that China has been reporting similar situations. I don't think as many, and I could be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody, I think either India, Denmark, or Germany. One of them three countries. Could be a couple more countries too that's involved, but it's not just America. But let's get back to this game.
They were studying alien technology,
yeah. Okay.
some of them.
So this whole thing gained a lot of steam when a retired major general walked away from his home in Albuquerque in late February, and he had nothing on him. Nothing. He's never been found. He had previously served as a commander of an Air Force research lab and consulted for a non-government group that was probing the government's UFO files.
UFO files. Yeah, one lady was out hiking with her friends. They got a little bit ahead of her. They turn around.
She's gone.
Gone.
Poof.
Nowhere to be seen.
Well, fans of Ancient Aliens, do you know that 3 of its guests, Eric Von Daniken, Nick Pope, and David Wilcock, have passed away this year? Would you like to hear David Wilcock's last message from a few days ago?
Sure.
Let's listen.
Every day that I'm...
So, dude that they about to show right here, this is his last message that he put out to the world. And it's not so much of what bro said, it's what he didn't say. Which kind of like which got me thinking about the outcome. It wasn't an accident or a mistake. Let's go.
have on earth is a gift and a blessing, and I'm very grateful for that because, frankly, people are disappearing. Scientists are going missing. Now they're saying they're going to investigate this. The president himself is saying they're going to look into this and see if anything's going on. It's a little bit scary.
That was his last message. A couple days later, he allegedly killed himself. So he didn't make it through all this. Listen, it is not a coincidence, okay?
Okay.
That all of these people with ties to sensitive U.S. research have died are disappeared. What kind of research? Well, you had Amy Eskridge. She was 34 and was linked to UFO and anti-gravity research. She was found dead 29 days after saying her life was in danger. Listen to the report.
Well, there is now an 11th scientist with connections to top secret government secrets who has died or gone missing within the last 4 years under mysterious conditions. Just before her death in 2022, Amy Eskridge had announced plans to present her groundbreaking work with anti-gravity technology. Her death from a supposed self-inflicted gunshot wound has long been questioned since she had expressed that her life was in danger at the time.
That's crazy.
Not paying attention yet. Retired Air Force Military General William Neal McCausland was an astronautical engineer, and he was over classified aerospace research at a laboratory that UFO lore identifies as the secret site of debris from the 1947 Roswell crash. He's gone. Disappeared, vanished off the face of the earth. None of this is a coincidence, people, and we the donkeys, because there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. I just want us to be aware of what's going on. Now, they asked President Trump about this, and he said,
There are 10 missing scientists. They've all gone missing or turned up dead in the last couple months. Do you think that this is connected or totally random?
Well, I hope it's
Connected.
random, but we're going to know in the next week and a half. I just left the meeting on that subject, so pretty serious stuff, but we're going to be done. Hopefully, I don't know, coincidence, if you whatever you want to call it, but some of them were very important people, and we're going to look at it over the next
I'm going to be honest.
Have y'all noticed, man, that everything that dude says is 2 weeks away? I mean, damn. Iran was 2 weeks away from having nuclear bombs. Everything is 2 weeks. We're 2 weeks away from finding the scientists. We're 2 weeks away from discovering a new planet. We're 2 weeks away for reinventing the human. Like, everything is 2 weeks away.
I'm not sure he knows what's going on. Okay, I don't think those real powers that be, the people who really control this planet, I don't think they would let him be privy to what they know or why they're doing what they're doing. In fact, I think
Right.
that he posted what he posted about UFOs because he was told to do that. Now, my algorithm is all mental health, conspiracy theories about.
Okay, let me say this, right? And I totally agree. And I don't even, for the record though, man, I don't even really fuck with the Breakfast Club. It's just that I've been in tune to the story, so y'all know how the algorithm goes, right? But what I want to say that is that I believe him. Well, not that I believe him. It's true because, first of all, every president that's in office is on a need-to-know basis. It's a scientist named Dr. Stephen Greer. I think it's Grier. Y'all look him up, and no, dude, he be saying some real shit, right? But he was the first one that I heard say it though, but I've heard other scientists and other people that's in tune to what's going on in that world say this also, that presidents are on, everybody that's in the White House, especially presidents, are on a need to know basis, meaning basically that if we give you certain classified information and we feel like that you're gonna be the motherfucker that's gonna go out here and just say, hey, Roswell was real, and we got the aliens up over here, tucked up over here, and man, I see some aliens smoking some weed with some Crips over in the Jordan Down projects, and I seen the weed, I seen some aliens pull up to the Nickerson Gardens and shit like that. Then no, nigga, we ain't finna tell you nothing. So if you go back and look, because everything's on the internet, man, you can go back and look at some of the presidents when they get asked, when they've been in these talk shows and the little shit, they get asked about UFOs and aliens and shit like that. Just notice how a lot of them either redirect the question or they give an answer that's not, it doesn't really cover the question that was asked. You dig?
UFOs, the supernatural, and the South Carolina Lady Gamecocks. Okay, and there are people like the Today-ish podcast who pop up on my algorithm.
Yeah, shout out to the lady, to the South Carolina Gamecocks. I like that name, Gamecocks.
Why all these scientists are going missing.
His last live, the thumbnail was a picture of Trump in his Jesus robe, and it was, has Trump lost his mind? Is he the Antichrist? On February 19th, Trump tweeted out, based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, and UFOs, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America.
And what is your takeaway from that particular message right there?
It's
right?
Jeffrey Epstein 2.0. We're releasing all the files, except there's 3 million we haven't seen, and they're going to release some information
Okay.
that they have, and they got to whack everybody that's going to contradict her or come out and say, hey, sorry, I am an academic. I've been studying this for 20 years. We actually have different information. One by one, they're plucking them out, and they're gone.
Is Kash Patel really going to get to the bottom of this?
Of course not.
Hell
This is the
no.
new world order. All right, time is getting shorter. If we don't get prepared, people, this gonna be a slaughter.
Man.
Dropping the clues bombs for Danny Love and James Lee. I like how y'all connected those dots, even broke down Donald Trump's post about it, and I love how she compared this to the Epstein files because it's true. They use selective honesty and generosity to disarm their victims. We're the victims. Okay, that's Law 12 in the 48 Laws of Power. That approach disarms people, puts their suspicions to rest. We get like kids and have this eager childlike gratitude. We just happy to have something. As they say about that law, it's one of the most effective methods of distraction. We're all being distracted from what's really going on, and I have no idea what the hell is really going on, but I can't wait to live to be 101 so I can see it all play out. Talk Here Today is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney.
All right, well, that's it, y'all, man. I just wanted to just give y'all a little bit more up on that. Y'all can do your homework up on there. I will try to remember to leave the link in the description for this video right here. People, please pay attention to what's going on. Don't think whatever's going on inside your little itty bitty world, inside your little bitty corner of the world, that's just the end all be all. Even though I understand totally, also on the other side of that fuck the world. You know what I'm saying? Whatever goes on in the world, if it's not directly affecting me, then I don't give a fuck about it. I understand. But some things, man, whether it's directly or indirectly affecting your world, it affects the world. Like bro said, the Epstein files with the with the Warren shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like damn, man, like come on, man, like what the fuck? Like you start a war to distract the American. No, I'm getting off course. But let me just say this though: you start a war to distract the American people from the files, right? And then it goes, even though the White House never said that, but we know what's up, right? And so then you get into the war, and then you say, well, it's not about a regime change, but you kill the Ayatollah. So then they replace him with another one, right? Then it's about opening up the Strait of Hormuz. But damn, nigga, that Strait of Hormuz was open before you started the war. And speaking of that, I'm going to close it with this. All this talk about nuclear war, nuclear weapons, I mean, this country can have them, that country can have them. I don't even know what dictates a country able to have them or not. But one thing I know for sure, though, out of all the countries on the planet Earth, all the wars that's been going on, all this talk about nuclear weapons and who can have them and who cannot have them, but there's only been one country that actually used a nuclear bomb. 2, to be exact. I'm gone. Holla at y'all later. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Some more of it. Y'all be cool.